Sahana bhavatu, sahana bhunatu, saha viryam karavavai, tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti, Shanti. Together we chant Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verses 21 to 30.
आदित्यानामहं विष्णुः ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान् मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि नक्षत्राणामहं शशि वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि देवानामस्मि वासवः इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि भूतानामस्मि चेतना रुद्राणां शङ्करश्चास्मि वृत्तेषो यक्षरक्षसां वसूनां पावकश्चास्मि मेरुः शिखरिणामहम् पुरोधसां च मुख्यं मां विद्धि पार्थ बृहस्पतिम् सेनानीनामहं स्कन्दः सरसामस्मि सागरः महर्षीणां भृगुरहं गिरामस्म्येकमक्षरम् यज्ञानां जपयज्ञोऽस्मि स्थावराणां हिमालयः अश्वत्थः सर्ववृक्षाणां देवर्षीणां च नारदः गन्धर्वाणां चित्ररथः सिद्धानां कपिलो मुनिः उच्चैश्रवसमश्वानां विद्धि माममृतोद्भवम् ऐरावतं गजेन्द्राणां नराणां च नराधिपम् आयुधानामहं वज्रं धेनूनामस्मि कामधुक् प्रजनश्चास्मि कन्दर्पः सर्पाणामस्मि वासुकिः अनन्तश्चास्मि नागानां वरुणो यादसामहम् पितॄणामर्यमा चास्मि यमः संयमतामहम् प्रह्लादश्चास्मि दैत्यानां कालः कलयतामहम् मृगाणां च मृगेन्द्रोऽहम् वैनतेयश्च पक्षिणाम्.
Last time we studied about the Sagar Manthan, a wonderful representation and allegorical significance of the spiritual path. When we start churning the ocean, the milky ocean, the white ocean, what is that? A pure mind. And when we start churning it, what is the churning of the ocean? You know, in the olden times, they used to churn like this. So what is that churning we do of the mind? I am not the body, mind, intellect. I am the self. I am not the body, mind, intellect. I am the self. Means you start reflecting upon these ideas. So much we are certain, no, of my identity. I am Jyoti, I am Shilpa, I am Seema. I am so certain of my identity. You never question that. So when you start questioning, am I really this physical body? There was a time when I was very, very tiny. Yet it was me, right? I didn't have this body. And many, many years later, also I'm going to have a very different body. So is this body really me? Can I not see myself as separate from that body? Because I've identified, remember that 5-year-old you? Did you not identify that 5-year-old you as you? Did you not think this is me? One day you will be 95, 105. The body of that 105-year-old person will be very different from the body you have now. And yet you will know that this is me. The body is different. Then what is the you? Can we not understand a me as separate, as different from this body? Or is there a connection between this body and me? If so, what is that connection? Similarly, my emotions, similarly, my thinking. My emotions have changed, right? That 5-year-old me had very different emotions. Then 105-year-old me will have very different. The thinking changes. And yet somehow there is something that is me. It is a thing. When you start churning and churning and churning this in your mind, the first thing that happens is, what will happen if you start churning all this in your mind? All those who've tried this stunt will know. What will happen?
Negativities will come up.
You get disturbed. You won't know. It's sort of removing the carpet from under your feet. Suddenly you were sure what your identity is, and no, you don't know. You start getting disturbed. You start getting agitated. Even if whatever you start thinking about, every time you start applying effort in something, the first thing that happens is that the mind gets agitated. It is the terrible halal poison coming out. Suddenly you start seeing, oh my God, I'm not as good a person as I thought I was. Suddenly you start thinking, I thought it was all his mistake, but actually I'm part of this. It suddenly starts occurring to me that I'm not that pure driven snow that I've always assumed. All this negativity starts coming to me. It is halahal, it is horrible poison. What will I do from it? I will run away from it. Many people stop their spiritual sadhana at that stage. You want to run away from it. Can't bear it. But if you can bear it, if you can take that turmoil, that initial turmoil, and if you can prevent that turmoil from disturbing either your heart, your emotions, or your head, your reasoning, then you will also become Nilakantha. Stopped it here. And then you pursue this, and all these wonderful things will start coming. Some people stopped when the halal came. Some people will stop when the nice stuff comes. The sadhak is one who goes to the end of this. There's so many reasons to give up. There's only one reason to stay. That you are dedicated to what you are doing. You have a clear understanding of what you're doing, and you're doing it. Reasons to leave are many, many, many. Some are good reasons, In the sense, now you are happy, everything is all right, you don't have any problems left, you've sorted out all your issues according to you. And now what? Ab to wo wahi cheez hai. That's one reason we leave. The other reason is, oh, it's too much work. I have to get up in the morning, I have to do this, I have to do karma, I have to do this. It's too much work. Chodo yaar. Because if you're serious about your sadhana, you better do the work. And what is the work? You have your karma, you have your bhakti, you have your jnana. You have to do all this stuff. What is the use of saying, if I ask you, what is the method to spiritual development? Oh, well, class will tell you, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga. What are you doing? I memorized this. What use is this now? How much karma are you doing? How much bhakti are you doing? How much jnana are you doing? Oh no, I'm too busy. Too busy to do this? What does that even mean? Are you too busy to brush your teeth? Are you too busy to, I don't know, breathe? Surely this comes along with those things. You don't do this. Now what are you doing anyway? No, I have to look after my children, I have to look after my husband, I have to go to work, I have to got that. The reason you feel like this is because the sthirta that the sadhana provides has not come. You will be a better husband, a better wife, a better worker, a better human being. But do the sadhana. Only then, no. We've all learned beautifully what good sadhana is. Everybody in this class will know what we have to do karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga. Then what will happen? Then we will come to mental withdrawal. We will be at the state of uparati. When we are at uparati, we can do dharana, concentration. Once we learn concentration, then we can do dhyana, meditation. And meditation is the last gateway to realization. सब कुछ पता है, पर है कहाँ? So, some people will leave when all these wonderful things come out. What came out? The Uchchashravas. Uchchashravas is the winged horse. And Airavat was the white elephant of Indra. And what else? Lakshmi came out of there. And many ayudhas came out from there. Many weapons came out of there. All wonderful things. Even Dhanvantri came out of there. I mean, so many wonderful things came out. But are you going to settle for them? Or are you going to pursue with the idea of Amrit? If you pursue with the idea of Amrit, even when the Amrit comes, it will disappear. But you will still pursue. Your negativity will not be allowed to take that. Keep on at it till you drink that Amrit. You have to become that Amrit. Then you become a Deva. So it's a really beautiful way, poetical and illustrative way of explaining the whole sadhana. But we will start discussing, are there devas? Are there demons? Which was the ocean they churned? Where is Meru Parvat? This is immaterial to us as students of philosophy. What is important is, did we get the idea? So, he said, of these various whatever, of the horses, I am Uchcheshravas, born of nectar. Born of nectar means born at the time of Amrit Manthan. Of elephants, I am Airavat, also born during that time. And of men, I am the king. Among all men, I am the Naradhipam, the king of men. Meaning, it's still going on, showing us how it is the best, the noblest, the greatest of everything. Verse 28. Ayudhanamaham vajram dhenu namasmi kamaduk Rajanaschasmi kandarpaha Sarpanamasmi Vasukihi Ayudhanamaham Vajram Dhenunamasmi Kamadho Rajanaschasmi kandarpaha Sarpanamasmi Vasukihi. Ayudhanam, among the ayudha. Ayudhas are the weapons. Aham Vajram. I am Vajra. Vajra is the weapon of Indra. It is the thunderbolt. This weapon is supposed to be made from the bones of the sage Dadichi. It was his bones that were used to make that. So what is that supposed to mean? Man, the sage was supposed to be a great sage, and he had so thing made from his bones means it is the result. It is the essence of all his tapas. It's an extremely powerful weapon by which Indra is supposed to kill the demon Namuchi and all the other demons that he fought. Indra is supposed to be the king of the gods, as you know, and he was constantly battling the demons. And the demon that he has, that in the Vedas at least, that's often spoken about is Namuchi, and these. So different interpretations there are of who are these demons. One interpretation is just the natural phenomenon, which is the clouds are the demons, and the thunderbolt strikes through the clouds and releases the rains for the people. So that's one natural interpretation. Natural means natural phenomena driven interpretation. But we can also understand it in a philosophical way, which is that this essence of tapas will kill anything in us which is not in the welfare of the people. The clouds are supposed to hold their water, and then the thunderbolt is supposed to release that water. Now, that water is life-giving, right? So in us also, there is something life-giving. There is something that we can do for this world, which will be of immense benefit to the world. Then why don't we do that thing? Because we are stuck with our own selfishness. Kaun ye sir par lega, mera kya jata hai? We're stuck with our own selfishness. And this capacity that a human being has to be of incredible service to the world is sort of underground. It's like the clouds are not releasing their water. So the bones of the sage Tadichi, that means that tapas is required, no? Because when your mind is saying, oh, let it be, forget it, kaun ye sab karega, kaun jhamele mein padega, ye samsar mein kyun jana hai, all this it's saying. And you say, no, this is something useful for the world. So I am going to do it. So that's the tapas. So when you have tapas, which is very painful in the beginning. Whenever you start doing tapas, it's very painful. It's like, oh, wow. Every time you up your ante in anything, it becomes a really painful thing. You're doing a certain amount of work, whatever you're doing. Now you want to up that. It's a lot of trouble initially. And then when you up it and you struggle, and you raise yourself to deal with it, and then you attain to a peace that you had never known before. So each time in the journey, we have to up it. But we can't, because that selfishness holds us back. We're not willing to put ourselves out there. But if you do, then you will release that life-giving water, which is what Indra is supposed to do. Be of tremendous benefit to this world. You can look at it like that. Or you can look at it as a simpler explanation, which is that amongst the weapons, I am Vajra, which means if he was supposed, because Vajra has done all these things. The Vajra is also well known because it did one more thing. What is that one more thing that was, besides killing the demons, it did one more thing? What is the other thing the Vajra has done? Interesting thing. I mean, when you hear these stories from the Vedas, you're like, oh, Bapre, what all they come up with? The other thing, anyone is familiar? No? There's a story. I mean, this whole thing is in stories only. There's a story that originally the mountains used to all fly around. And the mountains used to fly around and it was creating trouble for the beings. So the Vajra apparently, and how did the mountains fly? They had wings. So these mountains were flying all over the place. And then the Vajra cut off all the wings of the mountains because they were troubling people by flying around. Can you imagine the whole Everest flying around on our head? It would be troublesome to us. So the story goes that Indra with his Vajra cut off the wings of the mountains, and that's how they became Stavar. Stavar means they became like in one place. All sorts of things are under the, I don't know if you know the further story. The further story is one of these mountains escaped the Indra's cutting off all the mountains and went and hid in the ocean. Which mountain it was? It was Menaka. Menaka. Who know who Menaka is? He's the brother, so-called brother of Parvati. So Himalaya had two children, Parvati and Menaka. And Menaka also had wings, and then he went and he hid in the ocean. So he's good friends with Varuna, so he hid in the ocean, and then Indra could not cut his wings. Sounds like a strange story, isn't it? But you already know. Why are these stories told to us?
The symbolic of some.
All symbolic of things, right? And it's very interesting. I mean, its symbolism goes beyond, I mean, it has philosophical symbolism, it has other symbolism also. It has natural symbolism also. And you see now the active volcanoes which cause trouble are in the sea, right? The tsunami comes out of a volcano in the sea. So it's all very interesting the way they have picturized. They told us all these things in a very, very, what should I say, political manner. All interesting. So remember, you still have danger from the mountains because there is one hiding in the sea. That is what it says. In other words, philosophically, I mean, scientifically, it's the mountain, which is the volcanoes and the seas, but philosophically, it is what? When you feel you have cut the wings of all your flaws, don't forget, some are still there. Don't forget that. Some are hiding. There is a lot under the surface that you don't know. One day it will create a tsunami. Be warned. So it was a very interesting method of education that they employed at that time, to sort of teach various different aspects through the same stories. So amongst the ayudha, amongst the weapons, I am Vajra, which is so powerful. It has killed all the demons. It has cut off the wings of the mountains. It has done all the stuff. In today's world, now you'll have to spend half an hour to understand why is Vajra so important. So if you have to put it in today's language, you will simply say, among weapons, I am the nuclear bomb. Simple. Because it's just showing you the most powerful weapon. But if you know all the stories that go beyond, each one of them has so many stories that, I mean, you will have to study the whole of Amar Chitra Katha to know why did he choose this particular one for everything. You'll have to know all the stories. Then, Dhenunam Kama, Dhenuna. Dhenu is the cow. Among the cows, aham kamadhuk. Kamadhuk is referred to often in the scriptures. You already heard of it in an earlier chapter. Which earlier chapter did you hear of Kamadhuk?
Chapter 3, was it?
Very good, Bharat. See, at least one good student in this class. Kamadhenu. And in what context did you hear of Kamadhenu?
He was explaining the importance of sacrifice.
Yes, he said that Yagna is your Kamadhenu. Kamadhenu, excuse me, is the mythical cow of the heavens. Now, what is so great about Kamadhenu? You go to Kamadhenu and you say to Kamadhenu, "Oh, Mother Kamadhenu, please give me a palace." Then, fadak, one palace you get. You say to Kamadhenu, "Please give me one university." And one university will come up. Then you tell Kamadhenu anything you want to say, you say. And then suppose Bharat goes to Kamadhenu and says, "Please make me lift 500 kgs. Then he'll pick up 500 kgs. Whatever. Whatever you ask Kamadhenu, Kamadhenu will give. So this is supposed to be the cow of the heavens. This is amongst all cows, I am Kamadhenu. Now, what is cow? What's the greatness of a cow? Why are cows so respected in our culture? Obviously, there's a practical purpose in our culture. We are a primarily agrarian society. And so the cows helped us, cows and bulls helped us in our field. So that's a very obvious explanation. But there is another explanation, a more philosophical explanation, which is that if you see the behavior of the cow, see, what does the cow do in life? It tills your fields. It gives you milk. It gives you ghee. It gives you so much. It gives you, after its death also, it gives you stuff. Even its urine, which is a waste product, can be used for medicinal purposes. It gives you so much. The whole agrarian industry was built around the cow and all that it does. Its feces are used for fertilizer. Every aspect of the cow's life is service, service, service. So mild, so gentle, so full of service. This is a cow's life. Now, the early philosophers looked at this and said, isn't this an ideal for human beings? To have so minimum a demand and so maximum a service. How much can I do and how little can I ask? And if we could live our lives like that, so this is the life of a cow. All our pleasures, all our mithai and our peda and all that comes from where? From the cow. Whether it is our existence, whether it is our bread or our butter, both are coming from there. Means our existence or the pleasures of existence coming from there. So much the cow gives us and asks for so little. What do you give the cow in exchange? Just dry hay. Nothing much. And with that dry hay, the cow makes milk and all these other things for us. So the cow is worshipped. Not because a cow in itself is worshipped, but because that principle is worshipped. Maximum work, maximum service, minimum demands. And that's what makes you so gentle, so pure, such a, should I say, such a example, such an ideal for humans to work towards. Versus the other side, keep demanding, keep saying, I want this, I want this, I want this. And you do so little. And you get so agitated. So agitated because you just don't get what you want. Now, who's Kamadhenu? Kamadhenu is one who has worked so much for an ideal that everything that person could possibly want will be given to that person. Just think about it. Think about anyone who has worked for a cause. Whatever they have required has been provided to them. Isn't that so? Look at Gandhi or Mother Teresa or anybody you want to think of. Abraham Lincoln, J.R.D. Tata, anyone who's worked for a cause has had things provided to them. So Kamadhenu means, what is the symbolism of all of this? Is that when you work without demands and for a higher ideal in life, you will be taken care of. You don't need to worry about it. Even simple things, even if you are a servant in somebody's home, but you have genuinely served that family, you will be taken care of. Don't worry. Because that boy grows up and becomes the chairman of the company, and you tell that boy, Munna, doodh pio, then Munna has to drink milk. Just that service. He's now 40 years old. He's the chairman of the company, but he has to listen to that maid of his. Service does this. You could be anybody doing anything. Service does this. So among the cows, I am Kamadhenu. I am that wish-fulfilling cow. That means I have done this much service that now even if a thought crosses my head, that thing has to happen. That is Kamadhenu. That you have done so much. It is not impractical. Just suppose you think that, suppose Mother Teresa comes to your house. Suppose Mother Teresa goes to visit Jyoti. And then she says to Jyoti, I like whatever. What is very popular in Bangalore, Jyoti? It is a famous dish of Bangalore.
Famous dish, dosa.
Dosa. That is famous for all of India. Only dosa. Okay. Every city seems to have some dish that everybody wants to have. If you come to Mumbai, then you have to have vada pav, pav bhaji,
It's
pani
the
puri.
I don't know what it's called.
Bisbela
It's made out of.
What?
It's made out of a.
I said Bisbela
ragi
bath.
ball.
Oh, bisi bela bath. Okay. Suppose Mother Teresa goes to Jyoti's house and says, I love bisi bela bath. What will Jyoti say? What do you think Jyoti will say?
I'll get it away right away.
Right away, right? Oh, I didn't know you like it. I'm going to get it. I'll run and you'll get it. Just a light thought. I mean, she never asked you for it. She didn't even want it. She just said, oh, I've come to Bangalore and Bangalore is famous for Bisi Bela Bath, and you will rush and give it to her. Isn't it? This is Kamadhenu. Even if a thought crosses your mind, suppose she looks at something in your house, some murti is there. So you say, oh, did you like it? Please take it. And I take it. No, I don't want it. My eyes happen to land on it. So it's not an impractical or it's not a silly thing that, oh, how is it possible that all their desires will be fulfilled? They will be. All their desires will be fulfilled. Whatever they may have, they may even think. It is called Sankalpa Shakti. A thought has to cross their mind and that thing is going to happen because of the tapas Putin. So he says, amongst the cows, I am that wish-fulfilling cow. Somebody has done that much tapas. Prajanaha, aham kandarpaha. Among the progenitor. Prajanaha means amongst the progenitor. Aham kandarpaha. Progenitor means, what is he talking about? He's talking about the desire for reproduction. All beings are born because of the desire for reproduction. You kill the desire for reproduction and no child can be born in any species. So all the continuance of life is this desire for reproduction. So he says, I am Kandarpa. Kandarpa is that god of love, Cupid in the Western tradition, Kandarpa in the Indian tradition, or Kamadeva is another word for him. So that desire is what is the reason for progeny. There won't be progeny unless the desire is. So he says, amongst all progeny, I am Kandarpa, because nobody can exist without that. Sarpanam asmi vasuki. Asmi vasuki. Vasuki is the is the serpent. Now, there are different types of serpents described in the scriptures. One of them is this Vasuki type of serpents who are single-headed. Single-headed serpents as opposed to Ananta. Ananta, you know, Vishnu lies on Ananta. He's the many-headed serpent. So Vasuki is the single-headed serpent. He is supposed to be massive and supposed to be a great devotee of the Lord. And is also supposed to be a ring on the finger of Shiva. Can you believe it? He was the rope that was used in the churning. You know, I remember they were churning the ocean. So what was the rope? How do you churn the ocean? Where did you get this massive rope from? They used Vasuki, the serpent. This same Vasuki, which they used to churn the ocean, is supposed to be a ring on the finger of Shiva. Very interesting, no? Can you take a guess what this is supposed to mean?
Single pointed thought?
No, why single pointed thought?
Because one head.
Oh, like that. Okay, snakes are supposed to represent the ego. That is a general.
Yeah.
It is so small that it's a ring size, and it is so massive that it can churn the ocean. It is and it is not. There is no such thing, right? Ego is what? Ego is your false personality. There is no such thing. It's a ring on the finger of Shiva. It's too tiny to be worried about. And yet it's massive enough to churn the ocean. So very, very interesting. I don't know if you love the way that they express all these ideas. If in philosophy, we tend to make it this plus this is equal to this. But in this tradition of storytelling, they sort of expand it in all sorts of creative and beautiful ways. So I hope this verse is clear. Among the weapons,
Ma'am, Suprabhat, ma'am.
Suprabhatam,
This is my first class. I have a little doubt. Can I ask?
Of course.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, this when it is said that prajanas chashmi kanvarpaha. So, ma'am, it means that only when we have a desire to bring the progeny or to have the generations, only then it is Bhagwan is Kamdev. Otherwise, it is Vasana.
No.
Okay, because he in this chapter, what I have understood that he always talks about what is the best, what is the Sarvasresht. That is Bhagwan. So Bhagwan is like, I don't know. I understood it like that. In case if you are utilizing your this reproduction system or this energies that also he has referred in chapter 7, then it is okay. Then it is desire, and then he is Kamdev. Otherwise, he is Vasana. No idea about it. So I want to clear it out.
Okay, so in Vedanta, we don't make this distinction. God is everything. There is nothing that God is not. God is the sage and God is the devil. There is nothing that he is not. And why do we say that? Because we say only God exists. Okay, there is nothing other than that. The reality is God, the illusion is God. You know what is said in the Vaishnav traditions, Madhuram. What is that song?
Adharam Madhuram.
Adharam Madhuram,
Madhuram, yeah.
Nayanam Madhuram.
That one. So
Yeah.
everything is God. Everything is Madhuram because everything is God. There is nothing that God is divorced from. We don't say that these things are God and those things are not God. We can't say that the temple is divine and whatever. The abattoir is not divine. The Lord is all pervading. There is no place that he is not. There is no, he is infinite. Infinite means he's all pervading. And so there is no place that he is not. So he is not saying that only if your desire is for progeny is that desire good and every other one is bad. He's not saying that. What he is saying is that all progeny, see, in this chapter, what is he trying to show us? That he's the essence of everything. So the essence of birth itself is what? It is that desire, that Kamadeva. Unless Kamadeva is there, there will be no birth at all. There will be no creation. So the essence of birth is that desire. He's just showing us how he is the essence of everything. He's the best, he's the noblest, he's the greatest, he's the essence of everything. So he is not, it is like saying that, suppose you're seeing a mirage in the desert. It is like the desert talking and saying, I am the mirage, I am the hot sand. When you see the mirage, it is also part of the desert. But that mirage is not the desert. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? It's like gold saying, I am the bangle, and I am the ring, and I am the payal. But that Nama Rupa is not God. It is what makes it. The substance, which is the gold, right? Are you with me, Manisha, so far?
Yeah, I'm listening it quite minutely.
So if, as gold says, I am the bangle, so the Nama Rupa of the bangle is not gold. That shape, that form, that name, that's not gold. That which it is made up of. So if I say Manisha is God, Manisha is Vishnu, Manisha is Brahman, then the name Manisha is not. This particular name, Nama Rupa, the name and form is not. That essential thing in Manisha, that divine thing in Manisha, that is God.
Okay, ma'am, then yeah, I agree with this. Thank you for this like very nice explanation, but I think there is something. It means that that I know, I also understand that everywhere Bhagwan is, everywhere, it's nothing that where Bhagwan is not, but we admire him at certain places. Okay, you said illusion is also Bhagwan, of course, he is there, but then ma'am, how can, in the negativity also we say Bhagwan is there?
Of course.
Okay.
Because
But how we say that Bhagwan is there in negativity or in negative thoughts? The energy, the essence.
yeah, but also negativity, when you say that somebody or something is negative, all you're basically saying is it's contrary to my desires.
Okay. Good. And then, ma'am, this how can we differentiate between vasana and desire? Means vasana is also Bhagwan. That is because of his karmas and all. Means because of his nature, sattvic, rajasic, or tamasic. That's why he's having those vasanas, or she's having those vasanas. From vasanas only, anything comes, no, anything to eat comes, anything to produce come, anything from vasana only, and because of their nature, sattvic, rajasic, or tamasic, it is coming. So essence that you have talked about, so we think that essence is Bhagwan, that is also, but I'm just little want to get stick to it, that this Kamdev is Bhagwan. He said that the desire to get progeny, that Kamdev is me. So it means that people who have these negative vasanas of getting raping people or like this, they will also say this is Bhagwan has said this like this. So this is correct. Maybe they might have this argument that Bhagwan said that okay, this is right because he is there. That's why means the like. I think you got my question.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there are many aspects involved in this. Firstly, we have not classified desires into good and bad desires because good and bad is only a matter of reference. It is good and bad is like a ladder. Any desire is a good desire compared to a lower desire, and any desire is a higher desire. Any desire is lower if you compare it to a higher desire. And any desire is higher is good if you compare to a lower desire. So what happens in the case of a desire is any desire which is selfish, self-centered, these are lower than desires which are unselfish. So people sort of make this kind of arbitrary thing that, oh, if you have a desire for sex, it's bad for some reason. If you have a desire for food, it's something bad or good. I don't know. They may have some arbitrary division of this. The division is not like this. The division is it purely for myself? Can I only see me and my happiness? Or can I see somebody else and his or her happiness? So the division comes like this, not out of just saying these are all bad things and these are all good things. So all good or bad comes from vasanas. And the classification of these desires, all desires come from vasanas, and the classification of desires is based on their degree of unselfishness. The more selfish it is, the worse it is. The more unselfish it is, the better it is. For instance, a man goes to work and earns money for the sake of taking care of his family. So, do you think this is a good desire?
Yes, ma'am, it is good. But but
Go
it
step
means
by
that
step. Yeah, go step by step.
okay.
Now, you say this man who goes to work and earns money to take care of his family is a good desire. Now I tell you, here is somebody like Gandhi who is working for the sake of the country. Now, from Gandhi's perspective, is this man who's going and earning money for taking care of his family, is this good?
No, Gandhi, that's why he's on the Indian rupee note, no?
Correct. Now,
Because
suppose I
he was so
compare,
idle, he was,
wait,
yeah.
stop, I'm not finished.
Okay.
Now, suppose I take a person who's drinking alcohol and beating up his wife and children and taking all their money away and not letting them study, but is just spending all his money on alcohol and general ayashi giri or whatever it is he does. From this person's perspective, the man who takes care of his wife, earns money to take care of his wife and children, is he good?
Yes.
Right? So good and bad is a matter of who are
Perception.
you? No,
Yeah.
who are you? What is your point of comparison?
Okay.
Right? So there are no good desires and bad desires per se. It is what are you comparing it to? From where are you talking?
No, but
And-
ma'am, what is the context here when he is saying that I am the Bhagwan is saying, Bhagwan himself is saying that that I am, as per the scriptures, I am only the reason for getting the progenies, and
Yes.
where my role is of as a Kamdev, because I only bring that desire into them so that they produce the progeny as per their
No, no,
karmas.
no.
No, it's
No,
not
no,
like
no,
this.
no, 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 no. It is, he is showing how he's the essence of everything. So what is the essence of progeny? It is the desire.
Okay. Hmm.
He is not claiming that if you have only for this desire, if you have a, so this is not part of Indian tradition at all. Only for this desire you must have. No, there's no such thing over here. There's nobody here tells anyone else why they should do what they do. But what he is saying is the fact that without the desire, there will be no progeny. That's all he's saying. So therefore, in progenitors, in people giving birth, what in anything giving birth, any being giving birth, what is the essence? It is that desire.
It is he. Okay. That's it. That's it. There is nothing. Okay. And that's it. Only that small part. That small and important essential part. Essence. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Got it.
correct.
Chankiji, is he saying that the greatest reason to have sex is to have children?
No, no. It's not talking about that, making no value judgment. It's saying that there will be no progeny unless there is a desire. So I am that desire. He's showing how is the essence of everything, right? That's
And
his
ma'am,
point.
and ma'am, I think this is also means I am just reading. I don't know how correct I am. I'm just reading because I understand it, because everybody who is coming to you as a progeny is basis on your karmas, some way or the other. So probably Bhagwan is saying there that he only just bring that desire so that your karmas which are already lagging behind somehow get into, and you finish those karmas through your progenies. Maybe. No.
He doesn't do anything. He just sits back and relaxes. Okay. We have to do everything. Just chill. He doesn't believe in doing anything. All that is happening is because we are doing things. If we do nothing, nothing will happen.
But desire is everywhere. No, if we get up, then also desire. We go for work, that is also desire. We teach also, that is also desire.
Correct.
Without, it means that Bhagwan is everywhere in all the essences that way.
Yeah, there's a very simple formula. Omkar, are you here? Can you write that over there? Human being, no, is equal to a human being, a person. A human being is equal to
God plus desire, right?
yes. Omkar.
God.
God plus desire.
So every one of us, Manisha, is God plus desire. So God is in everything we do, and in desire is in everything we do. When you remove desire, so say from human being minus desire is equal to remove desire, what will happen? Human
We are God. We become Bhagwan. But ma'am, desire, I think we just have to replace it with the surrendering to God, Karma Yoga part. I think slowly we bring it. This is very
difficult. Is the whole sadhana, which you have to replace lower desires with higher desires.
Higher desires, yeah. Correct, ma'am. Yeah, I think there is one thing in the chat box saying that Gandhiji only said that. There is something in the chat box, ma'am, in case if you...
I can't see it. I don't have anything.
Acha, okay. Yeah,
So
Gandhi,
this-
I just want to say on that Gandhiji said, Naeem is saying that Gandhiji said that the sex is only allowed if you need the progeny. And I think, yeah, he followed Bhagavad Gita. Gandhiji himself followed the Bhagavad Gita and he took his
Wait,
thing.
let's not go into everybody's opinions. You read the book yourself. Is it saying anything? It says amongst progenitors, I am Kandharva. We're saying simple things. We love to complicate. Human beings love to complicate things. Very, very simple. I am the essence in everything. So now he has come to birth. Now I am the essence in birth. So what is the essence in birth? The desire for Kamadeva. If that desire is not there, there won't be any birth. It's very, very simple. And it's very philosophically satisfying. So why are we going anywhere else? Let us not confuse this. If Vedanta has no list of these are good things and those are bad things and all of that. There is no list. Please remove it from your mind completely. Almost everyone coming from any kind of religious studies to philosophy thinks that there are some good things which we should do and some bad things which we shouldn't do. There's something forbidden and there's something to be done. No. There is reason, and we walk the path of reason. There are many good things which you should not be doing, and there are some occasions in which maybe you need to do something that is bad. But the reason you're doing that bad thing is because it needs to be done. So therefore, it no longer is considered bad. For instance, putting a knife into somebody is considered to be a bad thing. Nobody thinks it's a good thing, right? Do you think you should go cutting up people? Nobody thinks it's a good thing. But when the surgeon puts his knife into you, it is a good thing. Even though you lost blood, even though it hurt you so much, even though your body was cut up, it was still a good thing. So there is no list of good things and bad things in Vedanta. There is higher and there is lower. And these things are relative.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Actually, one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Slightly different.
Yeah.
Why is the Lord spending so many verses to explain to Arjuna on this? Doesn't he get it and don't we get it?
Yes, neither Arjuna nor us, none of us get it. He's all the time trying to bring about this idea that I am everything, but we don't get it, right? We persist in this, that these things are divine and these things are not divine. We persist in this idea. We are not able to grapple with it, that everything is divine. There is nothing here that is not divine. And what makes it non-divine is our view of it. Divinity is there. But if I refuse to see the divinity, it will become a gross thing. The thieves go into the temple to steal the murtis, no? When they take these murtis and they sell it to collectors for a large sum of money. Now, in this whole transaction, this murti, which was very divine to the bhakta, has become a commodity to that thief. So what is the difference? It's just the vision. There is the story of a sage who he put his legs on the idol. So the priest was very upset and said, how can you put your feet on the idol? How dare you behave like this? To which the sage said, okay, then you pick up my feet and put it wherever God is not. And the story goes that wherever he put his feet, the Shivalinga came up. There was no place for him to put his feet where the Lord was not. So, but we don't get it. We will keep on dividing. We will keep on saying this is religion, this is not religion, this is divine, this is not divine. These acts are not divine, those acts are divine. No, everything is divine. In the Khajuraho temples, you know what those carvings are? Everything is divine. If you can't see the divinity, then the lack is in us who cannot see the divinity. There's no lack in the divinity. Everything is divine. People doing bad things to us is divine. People doing good things to us is divine. Madhura Adhipate, Akhilam Madhuram. Akhilam Madhuram. All of it. There is no part here which is not divine.
It is just lower, right? For instance, it's lower as compared to self-realization. So person stealing is lower as compared to a person who's doing whatever he needs to get self-realization. It's just degree.
Self-realization is very high. A person stealing is lower than a person who's working for whatever he wants.
But I am not obviously an expert in Upanishads and all that, but there is a definition of papa, right? Pap and punya. So again, that is also to do with karma. Good things will lead, good activity will lead good results. It's just that.
Papa means is our negative desires. Selfish, self-centered desires leads to mental agitations. Therefore, They say poetically that Papa takes you to hell. You go to Nara because you're in mental agitation. And Punya are good desire-ridden activity which takes you to heaven, means you feel good. However, Vedanta does not recommend either Pap or Punya. What you have to reach is Kaivalya. Neither Pap nor Punya. We don't want to go down these streets. And all that is a different discussion. So we'll continue.
Thank you, Janki ji. Very well explained. Thank you.
We will continue next time.
Thank you, ji. Announcement.
Yeah. Please go ahead, Bharat. Okay, 1 second. Before he announces, because I know what this announcement is about, we are starting the Bhagavad Gita in 20 sessions. And everybody seems to be quite enthusiastic about it. 150 people have already joined the WhatsApp group. So glad to see so much enthusiasm. But now Mahesh is going to show us about it. So all those who are not planning to do the Bhagavad Gita in 20 sessions could leave if you like. And those who are intending to do it can listen to whatever they have to tell us now. So, Hari Om, if you are leaving.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Thank you, Janki ji. Hari Om.
Thank you. Hari Om. Hari Om, ma'am.
Hari Om. Thank you.
So, those who are still here.
Vision moments are ahead of you, ma'am. Thank you. My gratitude.
Thank you, Janki ji.
Hari Om. So all those who want to be with the 20 sessions, please listen to how they're going to explain us how we're going to be doing it. Go ahead. Who's telling us? Bharat?
This is Mahesh. Bharat, you wanted to say something?
No, please carry on. Thank you.
Okay. So, now Janki ji has taken the initiative of creating something called an LMS, which is a learning management system. So going forward, most of the courses like the Bhagavad Gita in 20 sessions or some other fixed duration courses will be offered via the LMS. Okay, so now LMS may sound like a very complex thing, but if you're familiar with something like Coursera, where you can just go there, sign up for a course and do it at your own pace, that's essentially what the LMS works as. So you just go to the web to that LMS page, find the course you're interested in, register for it, and then take the course. So the first course which is going to be offered on the LMS is this Bhagavad Gita in 20 sessions. Now this course is different in the sense it is live. So Janki ji will be taking the class live. Whereas the LMS, as you know, Coursera, you can do courses at your own pace separately. So I'm not going to confuse that portion of it. I just keep it simple. So Bhagavad Gita in 20 sessions is a live course. If you want to take it, you have to go via the LMS. So, normally you get a Zoom link. I will show you how it will work out with the LMS. Okay, so let me go ahead and share this. Does this make sense? In case you have any questions let me know.
I agree, Mahesh, because most of us would work on Saturdays, Fridays. It would be a very tough time. So LMS is very good, and I'm very keen to take this. So I would want to do it live, but if there is a database, and obviously I would like to finish it.
Yeah, the idea is to offer the Bhagavad Gita in 20 sessions as a recorded course also. So in case that suits you, right now it's not going to be, it's not offered. Right now there's only the live course. So I'll just show you how you can, register for it and enroll yourself. Sorry, someone said something? Okay. So let me go ahead and share. So as you all know, this is Jankiji's website. It is called vedantawisdom.in. Now to go to the LMS, you have to just enter a /learn after that, LEARN. That takes you to the page on which the LMS courses are offered. As you can see, this course, Bhagavad Gita in 20 sessions, is being offered. Okay, and so to enroll in that, what you need to do is just say enroll now, click on enroll now, and you'll be able to see that when you go down, you can see the details of the course. So, the material, so it gives you the description of what the course is about. And the courses, these are the various lessons, so each chapter that Jankiji takes is one lesson. So in the LMS, they're called lessons. You can call it a session or this thing. So, there's chapter 1, chapter 2, part 1, chapter 2, part 2. So these are the various lessons. But right now, what has happened is that you're not yet registered for this. So in order to register for it, you have to, as you know, we are taking a suggested donation of 5,000. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to change this to 1 because I'm just going to show it how you all do it. So you can change the donation to whatever figure you want. It could be 5,000, 10,000, 1,000, whatever you feel you're comfortable with. So right now you have to yet enroll in the course. You can see here not enrolled here, in red. So you're not yet enrolled. When you actually visit the course, you're not enrolled as yet. So in order to enroll, you have to click on this login button. Okay, so when you click on login, right now there's no, since you're new, it will be the first time you're doing it, you don't have a username and password to register. So, you have to create an account. So you can say, I'd like to create an account. And you can enter the details. I will enter my mother's
Mahesh,
name.
I'm sorry to stop. This session would be uploaded, no? The Bhagavad Gita session, these 20 sessions would be uploaded in the LMS?
No, the session will be live in the beginning.
Okay.
And then later on, it will be offered as a recorded session.
Okay, simultaneously, so right, it will not be uploaded.
That we have to take a call exactly whether we'll offer it parallelly. Okay. Because the actual session which is live will be recorded. Okay. And that recorded session will be offered as a separate recorded course.
Okay.
So right now we don't have the recordings right now. So that will be done separately. So right now what I'm showing you is for the live course.
Okay.
So yeah, first name, last name, username, you can enter anything you like. So I use that.
One question.
Yeah.
So let's say the first session, the sessions are live, but if I miss a live session, will that particular recording be available? As in,
no.
Okay.
No. That recording will not be available because the live session is not being recorded on the LMS. It is recorded separately. It is recorded on YouTube or Zoom. So it will not be available. The recorded session will not be available on the LMS. Does that make sense? See, these live sessions will be on Zoom, but you enter Zoom via the LMS. Okay, you cannot, like normally, we get that Zoom ID and a passcode, and you can enter that. So that's not how it will work. Okay, you'll have to go to the LMS. I'll just show it to you. Just wait for 2 minutes. I'll show you what I mean. So right now what I'm doing is I'm creating an account. Are people yet with me or you're lost? Are you all
No, no,
able
with
to
you,
follow?
with you.
You're with me now. Okay, so I'm just entering the now the passcode I do have already. It's a 12-digit this thing, but since I already have it, I'm just using. So that's what you have to do to create an account. You give your name. A username is what you'll have to use to log in. You have to give your email and select a password. Okay, so that's the first thing you do is you create an account for yourself on the LMS. So it's like if you go to Coursera, the first thing you do is you create an account so that you can take courses. So that's what we are doing now. And so I just click on register.
Mahesh, an important thing I just read there was
registration successful. Yeah.
That you should put in your name as you want it printed on the certificate.
Yeah. So the first name and the last name should be as you want on your certificate. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and they have to remember the password, right, Mahesh? Because
actually, yeah, they have to remember. Yeah, they have to remember. Because I mean that's normal. No? Whenever you create a password, you have to remember what your password is. So that's not a additional requirement. Whatever you enter as your password, you have to. But see, now you're already logged in. Okay, when you register successfully, if you see here, there's a logout button. So you have already logged into the system. Okay, so now you are ready to take courses. Okay, now your account has been created on the LMS. It says registration successful. Everything is fine. And now you can go and take whichever course you want. Right now, there is only one course being offered on the LMS. So once you created an account, you can just go to home, and this is the course you want to take. Okay. So as you saw last time, when you last time we had to first create the account. Now, when you do enroll now, you're already logged in. So now you want to take the course. Now it has, it has come to take the course. So you give your donation amount, whatever you want to give as a donation. I'm just giving one, so it's just easier for me. This is just a demo.
Mahesh, can't you put suggested donation there instead of donation?
Yeah, Omkar did mention it. I told Chetan, but he hasn't yet managed to do it.
Yeah, because otherwise, how does anyone know that they can change that amount?
Yeah. It's we have asked him, so it will be. So yeah, so now when you take the course, you'll have to make the donation. So for that, as per the requirements of the charity commissioner, whatever, that you need to provide certain details in order to get a proper receipt. As you know, we are ATG compliant, and you get 50% deduction. So it will be useful. So you have to enter your full name as it is on your PAN card. For correct receipt, enter your name as per your PAN card. The amount is basically non-editable. It is what you have entered before coming here. So in case you want to change that, you can always go back and change the amount. Then you have to enter your PAN. These are all dumb. Enter mobile. These are all dummy. I've done this before, so you'll not have all these things. But okay, so then you hit donate, and it'll take you to the payment gateway. Okay, it'll take you to the payment gateway. So here the payment gateway you all are probably familiar with. You can give your debit card, credit card, net banking. So I'm just going to use UPI because that's the easiest. So for UPI, you have to just enter your UPI ID. Okay, the amount shown is 1 rupee. So once you enter your UPI ID, just say verify, and it's been verified, and you can make the payment. So I'll go ahead and make the payment.
Oh, so that's why we keep getting this 1 rupee into our account all the time.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
Mahesh ji?
Just 1 minute, just 1 minute. I'm just going to make this payment, and then
Is Uttara there? Uttara, please note how these 1 rupees are coming in.
So the intimation has come on my phone because I'm using UPI and that works from the phone, not from the laptop. So I have just, so my payment has gone through. Okay, so now you're enrolled in the course. Yeah, so now you can see you're enrolled in the course and you're 0% complete. So you've not started the course. And there are 3 lessons that are there in the course. As you can see, in red, it's here available on 1st July at 6:45 p.m. That's when the lesson will be open for joining. So this will be, various lessons. So on that particular day, on the 1st of July, if you join in at 6:45, you will see this red line will not be there. And you just click here. And as soon as you go in, you'll see a link for Zoom. Okay. And you click on that link, join for Zoom, and you'll go into the Zoom session. Okay, so that's how it works. So now you can ask a question. Someone is asking a question, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I just want to ask you, being an international person, can we actually enroll on this course?
Oh, sorry, what? Being what? You're not an Indian citizen?
No, I'm not Indian citizen, based abroad. Can we register for this course?
No, unless you have a credit card that is takes Indian rupees, you can't.
No, I have my NRI account. So as long as I've got my bank account in India.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, if you have a bank account in India, that will work fine.
And because I know previously when I've not particular with this organization, but like when you enter your address, foreign address, or even the mobile number, it doesn't accept it. It was an Indian number.
I don't know whether we have a check for being an Indian number, but you do need a PAN card. So if you don't have a PAN card, the number may not be so critical, but you have to have a PAN card in order to.
Yeah. I've got the PAN card. Yeah, I've got the PAN card.
I think the number should be okay. I think you try it. I'm not sure because right now I entered a number which was not any specific one.
Okay,
but I do think we checked that it's an Indian. It starts with 9, 8, or 7. I think we may be checking that. I'm not sure. You'll have to try it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So that's it.
NRIs can give. Okay, I don't think NRIs can donate. You might have to get some Indian citizen to donate.
No, I've donated, so it's possible.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Janki ji, if NRI has a Indian account and a Indian PAN card number, then can donate.
Okay.
More progression that you see on the top, that will happen automatically, right?
Yeah, this will go automatically. So once you, and as you see, there are only 3 lessons right now, which is the first chapter and the second chapter, chapter 2 part 1 and chapter 2 part 2. So we have just put 3 of them because things change. Maybe there's some holiday coming up or some reason for which we can't hold a class. That's why we haven't added all the 20 lessons. So once we do the first one, we'll gradually add more and more.
So right now, it kind of gives an incomplete idea. Can we not have all the chapters, and maybe we can have dates which can be changed later, or we can say dates coming.
No, what happens if something comes up and we have to postpone it, then
or we can say
I have to change all the. No, just see if I'm doing. If the 4th one is there, which is changed, then I'll have to change 4 to 18 or 4 to 20. That's a huge effort. I'll have to push one ahead, push one, and you can't really change the date, like select a date field and change it. You have to actually create the Zoom account for a Zoom meeting for it, and so it's a big complicated process. So that's why we have just put 3, and as we progress, we'll add more. Because otherwise.
Mahesh, I just had a question. When you actually create your this course that you want to actually send out to everybody, when you say
Right.
Gita sessions and 20 sessions, could you make sure that everybody knows that the 20 sessions is 20 weeks? Actually, it's, the duration of the course is, sometimes when you say 20 sessions, it means, it depends on the amount, the frequency of the classes during a week. So somebody should be prepared that they would be there for over 3.5, 4 months, so as long as that's a little clear.
Yeah. I mean, the you can see here it's every Friday, July 1st,
Yeah.
July 8th.
I mean, I'm talking about when you actually make your
Yeah.
your thing for circulation to everybody.
So we have the material. If you see the material of the course, it will have the details there. So all 20 sessions will be on Friday evening, same time. So if you go to the course itself, there's materials which tells you details about the course, and it starts the start date and the 20 sessions will be every Friday evening.
It's just that if we start sending out this to people, we would want them to join. They should just know that they should be available for an X period of time, that they're devoting their Fridays for 3 months or however long you think this is going to take. That's all.
Maybe Mahesh, maybe we can say this Bhagavad Gita 20 1-hour weekly sessions or something like that is what she's suggesting.
No, changing the title is a problem, because if you make it too long, then on the
No,
certificate.
it's a lovely title. It sounds very short, very crisp, and it's like a very, it's a great synopsis. It's a great tool that you've used. Bhagavad Gita in 20 sessions is an excellent thing. I don't know whether you can at some given stage. Are you going to be sending us something that we can circulate to other people? Okay.
Are you a member of the WhatsApp group, or are
Yes,
you on
I
our
am.
mailing? Okay.
I am.
So we'll share it there. And we'll specifically mention that it is for weekly sessions.
Okay.
So we'll share.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, Omkar, you'll have to make a creative for that. For the because even Varsha was asking for the same thing. She said, do we have a sort of creative to share with people? So that's it. So are you clear about this? And so once you log out, after you register, you can log out, and then the next time when you come in, now I'll just go back to. So the next time, the website followed by just learn is what you have to enter. So now.
Mahesh, may I make a suggestion here? I mean, great job you've done. Wonderful how this is all working out. Super. Only one suggestion: when we go to the home page of the website, can we not have a clickable link that will go there and people make a slash and all that?
We will.
Yeah, but Mahesh, one question. Yeah, we will do that, Janki. We'll try to get that done. Mahesh, now that you have already logged in, why does it still say enroll now? It should say continue study, right?
Yeah, because you're not logged in. I logged out.
No.
I don't know whether you saw me log out. I logged out.
You logged out, but the system.
Yeah, because right now it doesn't know who's looking at it. No, it doesn't know whose account this is.
Okay, so let's see what happens when you log in.
So when you log in, yeah. So when you log in, now I can just enter. It will, just remember you. So when I log in,
I think if you click it,
now it says continue study. So you already, when it says continue study, it means.
If you click remember me, I think the next time it stays.
Yeah. If you click remember me, it'll remember your password. Yeah. So then when you see continue study, that means you've successfully logged in. And you're successfully enrolled for the course. See, it says here enrolled. If you see, you're enrolled. So before that, you weren't enrolled. Once you get enrolled, that means you're ready to take the course.
Mahesh, what if we miss a session? How do we catch up?
Well, I mean, we are yet discussing whether we'll parallelly offer the recorded session. But right now, the way it is, without any other course being offered, if you miss it, you missed it. There's no way you can sort of do it again. You won't
You
find
know,
the recording. Because
getting the
is-
recording will be really important because, you know, if you have to give exam and if you miss the sessions, then it gets really difficult.
No, but if you saw Vedanta Foundation course also, that was what was done. Huh? If you either
Yeah,
you
but
do
we
it,
had an extra session, right?
yeah, but that was also, I mean, we didn't make it open to all, but it was supposed to be only for people who wanted a morning session. So it was only meant for people who want to, so there were people to register either for Tuesday or for Friday. And then because of, you know, sort of
but Mahesh, I mean, the idea of an LMS is
Recording will be really important because, you know, if you have to do exam and if you miss sessions, then it gets really difficult.
No, but BFC was like that. Vedanta Foundation course was like that.
Yeah, but we had 2 days.
No, that's what I'm telling you. Actually, it happened that people were allowed to attend Tuesdays, but if you remember, there are 2 separate links for each word there for each day. You could not use the same link. So ideally, Tuesday people were not supposed to attend Friday class and Friday people were not supposed to attend Tuesday class. It just so happened that we made it open later, but it is like BFC. So you either attend the class, if you miss it, then what we are doing is we may offer the Bhagavad Gita in 20 sessions as a recorded course, but then, you know, people have to register for that as a separate. Like this one is one course, then the recorded session will be a second course, so you'll have to enroll in that. If we offer it, we haven't taken a final call whether we are going to offer the offer a parallel 20 sessions which is recorded. That call has yet to be taken.
Oh, please do consider, because I think that it, you know.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it, but yeah, we will definitely look into it.
Yeah, I mean, Mahesh, ideally, as and when one progresses, the previous sessions recording should be made available.
No, but then you'll have to register for that course. You'll have to enroll in that course also. There'll be 2 separate enrollments.
No, I'm talking about this particular course. Is that technically possible?
No, technically it's not possible. It's a Zoom recording, no, so it doesn't come in the LMS. So it is not, you go into Zoom, okay. So you can't, so it's recorded on Zoom, it's not on the LMS.
So the previous lessons cannot be uploaded in this?
They can be uploaded, but then they will have to be recorded sessions in Vimeo. Okay, so there'll be YouTube, just for people who don't know Vimeo. So we'll upload it to YouTube, and then that YouTube class will be offered as a separate course. You know, so there'll be recorded session.
That's understood. My question is this: can we not upload the recorded previous sessions and recording?
No.
Technically, not possible.
You can. The thing is that, you know, the block that's selected is for Zoom. Okay, so.
Okay, let's talk about it offline. I think.
Yeah,
even if you are going to offer it later, why don't you just do it simultaneously? And you know, and if we have to register for it separately, we can do that. But as long as we just get the material simultaneously, so you know, we are done with it.
Point taken.
Because yes.
In fact, the ideal situation, like Priya, would be to have recordings of previous sessions. So if somebody even joins later, not would have access to the previous classes.
Even if you are going to offer it later.
Yeah, because the thing is, you know, when if you see here, these are all, you know, they are designed for a Zoom, you know, sort of. Now to change it into putting a YouTube link here. Yeah, okay. So the course right now, what we are thinking is we are offering it as a separate course, running parallel, and people interested in seeing the recordings have to register for that course. That's the current thinking, but it's not finalized. So once we discuss internally, Omkar and all we'll discuss what is the best way. I know some people are saying you put it in the actual session only, but we'll take a call and let you all know. Right now, this is the live session, so please go ahead and do it for the live sessions. Regarding the recordings, we'll keep you all posted. You're all part of the WhatsApp group, right? We'll keep you all posted there as to what will be offered. Okay, any other questions or clarifications or doubts?
Maheshji?
So, yeah.
Yeah, just follow up on the question about recordings, because in terms of the time, I understand it's going to be at 6:45 p.m. on Friday.
Right.
So, for example, my case, I may be working in that time because it's obviously 4.5 hours behind India time. So I would possibly miss a few sessions. So I think this question about recordings would be something for really to be considered if we are joining from abroad, basically. Thank you.
So then, yeah, I mean, is it that you cannot attend any session, or you'll have certain sessions you'll attend and not attend others?
No, maybe certain sessions I might miss. Yeah.
No, what I'm thinking was, would you like to just then enroll in the recorded session by default so that you can see it, or will you like to do the live as well as the recorded?
Yeah, I mean, I prefer the live, obviously, but if there's no other choice, then, or not choice, but if I'm starting to miss sessions and enrolling in the recorded would be a better option.
Right. Okay, your points are taken, and we'll do our best to, get the recordings available. We'll keep you all posted on the group on that. Okay,
Mahesh,
so
I wish it was as simple as VFC. This is too complicated.
no, see, the idea, Anuja, is that, this is might seem a little complicated because it's the, but once you start getting familiar with the LMS, there'll be other courses that are being offered.
What is LMS? It's a website.
No, LMS is just a term called Learning Management System. So if you see here, when you go home, this is the main page of the LMS. So there's only one course here, right? Bhagavad Gita and 20 sessions. But the idea is that there'll be many
how do I
courses
go
being
here at
Yeah.
distance? Originally, how do I reach here? Through website of Vedanta Wisdom.
Yeah, you have to go to Vedanta Wisdom. Okay. You know VedantaWisdom.in, right?
Yeah.
So this is a website. We'll keep a link also, but right now there's no link. So Omkar will keep one link, but if at all, see, we'll share this link on the WhatsApp group for registration. Okay, so you don't need to remember it, but if you wish to, you have to just type learn after that. Okay, we'll share this link directly on the WhatsApp group. So you have to just click on it and you'll come to this page. Okay, this is the LMS. Yeah. And then you do the, so now, right now you're seeing only one course. But see, as we progress, there'll be more courses made available. And then, you'd like to, it'll be a big advantage for you, because then you can just say you always wanted to do Bhaj Govindam, but you missed when will Bhaj Govindam be offered? We don't know, but you wanted to do Bhaj Govindam. So it will be available here. Then you can, do Bhaj Govindam on your own, at your own pace and your own convenience. So in going forward, it will become very, very useful for you to take different courses, even if you weren't present for that course. So the idea is to, offer these courses, many more courses, so that you can do it at your leisure. I know it does seem a little complex in the beginning, but once you, it's very simple. Basically, these three buttons, these two buttons, home and log out. Okay, so those are the only buttons you have to remember. So as soon as you come to this page, you click on login. Okay. If you haven't created your account, don't have an account on LMS, click on register an account. Okay, you enter the details here, click on register, and then you'll be logged in. Okay, so since I have already created an account, I click on login and I go here, I select whatever I logged in with and I log in. That's all. So you have to only remember, this this home and log out. Once you log in, when you see a log out, that means you logged in and you're done. Nothing more to be done. Then you just go home and enroll in any course you want to take up. So it's very simple, just log out and home. Okay. Log in when you first come. After you log in, you can take any course. Now here there's continuous study. That means I have enrolled. So you can see enroll. If you do it the first time, you'll see enroll now. So you click on enroll now. You'll be able to take make the donation and then you're enrolled in the course. Okay, so once you start using it, it's very simple. It's not very complex. It just first time you hear it, or what is this? What is going on? But it's not a problem. And it will remember if you could remember me, it will, like I've done here. So when I log in, I just need to, give my name and the password will come. So you don't even need to remember your password. Okay. Just say login. So once you set it up, you'll find it very easy. Okay, so
hope so.
Yeah. Let's hope. Even we are trying it for the first time, so we also don't know how it will turn out. But yeah, so you'll just know that please be patient with us, because this is also our first time offering a course live on the LMS. But yeah, hopefully if all goes well, then yeah.
Okay,
so,
thank you.
Okay, thank
if
you.
I've understood you correctly, everybody has a two-step process. First, they register in, and once they registered, then they enroll in the course. There are the two things. You're going to put on the group what is that link, and also put it on the website. What is the link to come to this page?
Yeah, perfect. And this link will be shared. There's some Farokh has to do some work, and then we'll share the link. It's ready, but maybe by today evening or tomorrow we'll share the link.
Okay.
And in case you'll have a problem, I think there are a lot of messages on the chat. Is there someone talking? If you can, I won't read all this. If you can, okay, thank you. If you have any question, please voice it so that it'll be easier to answer instead of reading the whole thing. Okay, Mukesh has already asked me this, so yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so we are good, right? Everybody is good.
Yeah,
good. Question.
So we won't get the Tuesday morning here.
No. We'll see how we are going to offer. Whether Tuesday morning we'll have to take an internal call, whether we'll offer it while this course is running.
Right.
So you see, the thing, those will be recorded. Okay, this is live. So if you see here.
No, we need both. No, twice we need.
Yeah. So these are live. So they are not active yet, but in the recorded they will be active. So here I can't click on anything. But when it's a recorded session, you can do it at your own pace. So you can just click on this and see the recording. So it will be slightly different in the sense that there'll be no, but all we are considering right now is it will be offered as a separate course. So you'll have to enroll in both of them. It won't be, the recordings won't be uploaded to this course, but they'll be uploaded as a separate course, because then people who are not doing it the live course for some reason, they can do the recorded course. Because what will happen is, suppose I only want the recorded course, then I'm not interested in the live course at all. So why would why would I go to the live course? Live courses for live.
Mahesh, I would sincerely request that we consider this, that as and when we progress, the previous sessions become available as recorded sessions.
We'll see that, but
if
you know,
technically it's possible.
Yeah. No, the problem is not so much of a technical also, but the idea is that, you know, suppose I only want to do recording, then why do I have to enroll in?
No, the idea of an LMS is to do things at your own pace. So sometimes.
Yeah, no, but yeah.
Why
No,
don't
we
you
had
take this? Why don't
offline.
you discuss this
Yeah,
later on, because everybody is waiting to.
Yeah,
If you are done and nobody has any question on user interface, then we can quit now.